Dave Polis, the fractional CMO for Cruise Bank and Trust.
My name's Nikki Smith-Lavasser. I'm the marketing director at Cruise Bank and Trust. Cruise Bank and Trust is a family-owned Florida bank who has been in business for almost 100 years.
We knew we needed some help in producing digital advertising of various types, whether it's to drive deposits, to drive trust initiatives, to drive awareness, and trying to set up a lead generation system. The bigger issue with that lead generation system was that we had no way to track the results of that generation because we didn't have direct access to the data the bank itself held in the core of the bank's software.
We had worked with different agencies in the past. We were really looking for somebody who was an expert at HubSpot.
The registration process was a bit jumbled and spread amongst branches. Some held spreadsheets, some held other things. There were reminders that went out manually. There were other things that happened automatically that we didn't want to happen. The whole process needed to be streamlined and revamped and wired correctly. And they sort of took the bull by the horns at the beginning and really made a big difference in how all that works. The trust department, that's the recipient of all this largesse, is very pleased with the results, both in terms of the numbers and in terms of how they're able to look at their own data. There are many different ways this is going to help us. They have not even had a CRM of any kind resident in the bank up until now. So all the doors that a CRM opens for cross-sell, for upsell, for opportunities for bigger account gathering, for larger deposits, for monitoring fees and making specialized deals for account-based marketing. And it allows us to maximize impact and revenue. Without that, there's no way to go back and A/B test because we don't know what's going to work and what's not, what's driving revenue. One may drive far fewer leads, but they may be of much higher quality that brings in a lot more money. There was no way for us to know that before. We had no way to feed it back into the machine and optimize what we're doing. Now we do. That's going to have impact across the bank for years and years going forward because now everybody's seeing that this is a good thing. And a lot of other departments and a lot of other processes are going to jump on the bandwagon and go, oh, I'd like to be able to have that. Or I'd like my loans to be produced that way. Or I'd like my business mortgages to be produced that way. Or my commercial lending to run more efficiently. Let's use this for us. So you're going to get greater penetration of the use of HubSpot throughout the bank, having seen how this works. Those digital outreach and lead generation sections, but to clean up what another agency had done prior to both our website and any other lingering legacy programs that were out there. Our traffic has increased noticeably. We've added new sections. We've built out blogs and created backlinks. There's all sorts of extra correctly set up bells and whistles that now actually work like they're supposed to in order to give us some better insight as to our viewership, our readership, our audience. And to make sure that we're marketing to the right people with the right message. That's one of the biggest impacts. And ease of process that's actually effective inspires trust. And since our customers have trusted us so much to be their hometown bank, to protect their money, to protect their investment, to make sure that their information is kept in a way that's very secure and safe, a well-wired and digital process will inspire that same trust that they've built up with the physical process in the branches.
People just expect the bank website to work properly. They expect a level of security with a bank, and we're able to provide that.
I was, however, impressed when I first started working with them because it was such an easy thing. They were incredibly well organized. The process was well mapped out. They were very conscientious about communicating everything multiple times to multiple stakeholders at different levels, and that were very, very good at explaining technical issues in a way that some of the more lay people could understand.
We love working with Rebecca and her team at Instrumental Group. She keeps us organized and on track.
And they're terrific folks to work with and very, very patient and generous in their approach to marketing. It makes it a pleasure to work.